What is up, guys? Ben and welcome back to a new video, man. Today what I have you is another Career Mode Goodness, and we are at the World Cup semi-final, and if we win that, the final itself, it is a spectacular place to be. But if you didn't see my last episode, do be sure to go and check that out. We went through the first couple of stages. In the last two episodes, we went through the first couple of stages of the World Cup, and we won the FA Cup in the last one, I think it was. As you can see on the screen here, we are playing Austria, which is a weird team to be playing in the semi-final. The team is as strong as it can get. Adrian Ramos and Falcao up front, James Rodriguez, Zuniga, Cuadrado and Guarin in the midfield. We've got Armero, we've got Murillo, he's not the strongest, we could have Zapata, but Zapata got injured. Pereira at the other centre-back, our right back is that Otto Valero guy, and in goal we have Vargas. A fantastic team we are putting out, and we start off very strongly here. Lovely one-touch play, plays it through to James Rodriguez, and he blasts it into the bottom right-hand corner, goalie's bottom left, there's no saving that. James Rodriguez puts us 1-0 up, and then from there on I didn't have a doubt in my mind that we would go on and win this game. It was absolutely fantastic. You know, we played a massive 25-30 minutes in this game, as we have done throughout the pretty much whole of the tournament. We played a huge opening 30 minutes, and this is no different at all. We get our second goal here through Falcao. He takes a marvellous first touch, decent second touch, and then just finishes it under the goalkeeper. I didn't expect it to go in, but it did, and that's always a nice surprise. Falcao has obviously played very well as well in this tournament. Not as well as Adrian Ramos, because he is the top goal scorer in this World Cup, but you know, Falcao has still played well against the likes of Germany. He played very well, and he got that opening goal. It was a bloody beauty. But we are 2-0 up, and from then on I knew, you know, it was pretty much a done deal. We're going to half-time. I'm going to show the half-times in this episode just because, you know, I want to bulk the episode out a bit. We're in the semi-final and maybe the final if we can hold this 2-0 lead. But we are going into half-time, as you can see on your screen now, relatively dominant. They are obviously going to have more possession than me, and that was the problem I found with Legendary. They faff around with the ball too much in midfield, and they don't get forward enough. That's what I find, and they're easier to break down than you think. So I think the problem is they just faff around too much in defence. They do get a goal back here, actually. A really nice finish from Kavalak. We're going to go with that. I probably butchered that, but yeah, quite a nice finish. It sort of went over my goalkeeper. Sort of, it was like but it was a weird goal. It was a good finish, and they were back into it. And I started bricking it at this point because I thought, you know, they could easily get back into it. They hit the post a couple of times, and it took us right down to the wire when Pablo Armero, I think it's Pablo. Is it Pablo Armero? Yeah, probably Pablo Armero scores a header, and that kind of secures the victory for us. 3-1 up. I would like to think I was not going to chuck that away, especially against the likes of Austria. And we do actually win the game, and we are into the World Cup final as Colombia. We've beaten the likes of Chile, we've beaten Austria like we just have them, we've beaten Germany, we've beaten, in our group, we've beaten Portugal, Mexico, we've beaten, who was the other side? Finland. You know, quite an easy run, but still 6 wins in a row so far. And we need a 7th to take home that marvellous trophy. As you can see, the full-time stats were relatively dominant. They had more possession as per usual. As you can see here, we will be playing Italy in the final. Italy's run a 1-0 win against Mexico, a penalties win against Uruguay, a 2-1 win against Spain. Our run, like I said, a 3-1 win against Chile, a 3-0 win against Germany, a 3-1 win against Austria. We have not scored less than 3 goals, and we have not conceded more than 1. We have had a fantastic run to this World Cup final, and I really hope we can do the business against Italy and keep the form going and keep just going, just plucking away, and hopefully we will win that World Cup final. As you can see on your screen, the World Cup final we are about to play against Italy is and Man City are in talks with Neymar, which is kind of weird, but anyway, you know, that's not important. We're talking about the World Cup final here, and it has just been, well, it's fantastic, really. It's a great thing. We've done so fantastically well. We're running with the exact same side. As you can see, we're on Legendary on the top left there. Legendary 4 minutes clear. So there is no doubt about that. We're running with the exact same side. Everybody's fitness seems to replenish pretty quickly and pretty nicely. No injuries apart from the Zapata injury. He's out for 8 weeks. Like I might have said that before. So there's going to be no Zapata in this episode, but we do start things off with a marvellous goal from Cuadrado. He absolutely spanks that into the top left-hand corner, or the goalie's top right, and it puts us 1-0 up. But that was not the end of the game. They were pushing, and Balotelli hit the post once and the crossbar once. He went one-on-one and put it wide. He went one-on-one and made the goalie make a save. You know, it was mental. Okay, it was crazy. We do get a second goal here through James Rodriguez with the sideways bicey. What a ball from Falcao. James Rodriguez with that sideways bicey, putting us 2-0 up in 18 minutes. And I thought, yes, that's game. That is game. I thought we were going to do what we did against Germany, run away with it a little bit. And, you know, that was what I was hoping for, really. You know, I kind of want this to be entertaining, but at the same time, I obviously want to win as we go into half-time, 2-0 up in the World Cup final with Colombia. It's like, it's one of those things where you can't really, you don't think you should be there, sort of thing, because it's just one of those things. You don't think you should be there because you were the worst side. And you can see very, very sloppy defending and an unlucky goal there. We conceded. It was a stupid goal. Candreva, I don't know how that's been awarded to Candreva because that's come off the post and my goalkeeper slapped it into my player's leg. So I'm not sure how that counts as a Candreva goal. But after this, I will let the commentators do the talking.
What a surprise. I don't think they came here expecting to win the tournament, but they've grown and grown and grown into true champions here. That's the final whistle, and they've done it. They are on top of the world, winners of the World Cup final. How must that feel? Representing your country is a great experience. Different pressure, different pride.
Look at the fans, look at everything around the ground, what it means to them. Hey, and they've deserved it. They've come here, they haven't been lucky. You prepare, you work hard. To go home as winners, wow, an amazing achievement.
As you heard the commentators there, guys, we won the World Cup final. We didn't expect to get this far, let alone to win it. You can see the fireworks going off in the background. We've had a spectacular, spectacular run. The players are ecstatic. The fans are ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Hopefully you're ecstatic. This is the end of Season 1 of my career mode, ladies and gentlemen. The season is over. We have won the Capital One Cup. We have won the FA Cup. We have won the Premier League all with Southampton. We've made some beautiful signings like Kurt Zouma and Ibarbo. We have gone and won the World Cup with Colombia. We have done everything. 4 out of 4 trophies are mine. They're in the trophy cabinet. And that is it for this season. The next season will continue in the next couple of days. I just want a little break from career mode so I don't get bored with it. I've already made some signings that I will let you in on. You can see on your screen there, we deserve the win in the end, and you can see there we are the champions of the world. The FIFA World Cup is going to Colombia for the first time, I believe. I'm not sure if that is right, but it probably is. And yes, it is definitely right. It is definitely right. The World Cup goes to Colombia for the first time ever, and it is all down to me and Adrian Ramos. I'm going to say he was the best player in the team, and I'm going to be looking forward to purchasing him for my Southampton career. But as you can see here, we do have a game against Palermo, I think it is. I know it's not. It's some weird team. But anyway, guys, like I said, that is in this episode. If you could drop a like and a comment and subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me. If you could share it with any of your friends, it would also mean an awful lot. But anyway, I'll see you when you're older.